Shallow lakes are an important ecological resources for a lot of different reasons. They tend to be really productive hotspots on the landscapes. Wetlands are also kind of considered the kidneys of the landscape, and so they clean the water. And so the water comes in from the mountains and the surrounding terrain, and it gets processed in these lakes. And so a lot of the nutrients are removed from the water column. Contaminants can be removed and stored in the sediments of the lakes. Wetlands are also really important rearing grounds for young, so young of all kinds, whether it's birds or fish or insects, like these mosquitoes. They all rear here. This is where they grow up. Here in Bering Land Bridge, there's over 12,000 lakes distributed throughout the entire area, in the mountains, in the lowlands, near the lava, out near the coast. And we really felt like those places were important because they were abundant and also because they were so productive from a wildlife standpoint. So we started monitoring them. And that's what we're here today doing, is sampling the water to see what kinds of nutrients and ions are in the water. Learned that these ecosystems really are susceptible to change because of climate warming. Water is prone to evaporation during warm temperatures, and so many of these lakes are just slowly drying due to increased evaporation potentially, or because permafrost is warming and the lakes are draining to nearby streams or draining underneath. And so there's a lot of complex factors that are involved with lake changes, and some of those processes are natural processes. Here in Bering Land Bridge, lakes have been forming and draining and drying for thousands of years. And so what we're trying to understand is, how is this happening at a more rapid rate than it used to happen historically? Or is this just really, what happens to lakes? And so that's another important part of why we're trying to monitor so many lakes.